Banners are hung, the red carpet is rolled out. A phalanx of planes stand sentry while thousands of people ring the W.K. Kellogg Airport, eager to see a rare Midwest appearance of British Airways Concorde, the supersonic flagship of the London-based airlines. On this flight is a group of 16 British Airways cadets, arriving to begin a year of training at Western Michigan University's new International Pilot Training Center in Battle Creek. They represent the first class to be trained under the terms of a 2-year, $6 million contract. Traveling from New York's Kennedy Airport, the flight also carries state and local officials, representatives from Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, administrators and staff from Western, and executives of British Airways. As the ceremonial bagpipers tune up, we catch the first glimpse of the Concorde as it makes one pass over the airport before landing. Note how the needle-shaped nose of the plane is lowered down. To compensate for the pronounced angle of takeoffs and approaches, the nose is designed to be lowered or drooped up to 12 degrees, allowing the pilots clear visibility of the runway. Approaching the runway, Concorde's lift is maintained by increasing the angle of attack to 14 degrees. This distinctive avian approach enables the aircraft to land on a cushion of air beneath the surface of its wings. Landing at about 170 miles per hour, it's little different from that of subsonic jets. Although the Concorde is capable of reaching Mach 2 speed, or 1,350 miles per hour, this flight from New York attains a maximum speed of only Mach 0.95, resulting in a trip of less than 90 minutes. Named after physicist Ernst Mach, the Mach number of a moving body is the ratio of its speed to that of the speed of sound in the medium in which it is traveling. To eliminate possible disturbance on land, Concorde only flies supersonically over oceans and deserts. The Concorde cruises on the very edge of space, 50 to 60,000 feet above the surface of the Earth. This is about 20 to 30,000 feet higher than regular passenger jets. At this height, the outside air temperature is a chilly negative 56 degrees centigrade. Passengers can see the curvature of the Earth. At 50,000 feet, the atmospheric pressure is 1/10 of that on the ground. Free from the vagaries of the weather below, an incredibly smooth flight is experienced. Here we see a clear view of the distinctively shaped nose. The needle-like pitot tube on the tip senses dynamic pressure to measure airspeed. Notice the retractable visor. This visor is raised in flight to further enhance the jet's aerodynamic profile and protect the windscreen. Should you board the Concorde at London's Heathrow Airport at 8 o'clock in the morning, London time, destined for New York, you will arrive in New York before 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. That's because the Concorde's supersonic speed makes it capable for transatlantic passenger flights in less than 3 hours, world record time. As the passengers depart, we listen to the distinctive sound of the bagpipers. Western Michigan University's president, Dieter Hanneke, along with State Representative Don Gilmer, are joined by other dignitaries in a procession line. The crowd gathers around the Concorde, eagerly awaiting the official welcome of the cadets and admiring this unique machine. The sleek fuselage is characteristic of supersonic aerodynamics. It is almost as long as a wide-bodied 747 and is designed to increase in length in flight as the heated airflow at Mach 2 expands the aluminum alloy fuselage. Heading towards the Western Michigan University hangar, one can only imagine the exhilaration the 16 cadets feel as the welcome ceremony begins. Entering the Concorde, we see the narrow passageway to the front of the plane. Many instruments surround a surprisingly small pilot's cabin. The passenger area is divided into two equally sized cabins. High-backed, gray leather and soft fabric seats add to the discreet elegance of the flying experience. One center aisle separates the pairs of seats the entire length of the aircraft, comfortably seating 80 to 100 passengers. Even at 60,000 feet, the cabin pressure is maintained at an equivalent of 5,500 feet, considerably below that of a subsonic jet. Outside, the sweeping delta wing provides optimum lift-to-drag ratio for supersonic flying. The crowd still rings the aircraft during its refueling, no doubt taking advantage of this historic appearance to fill many a photo album. Concorde's distinguished ancestry can be traced back through 75 years of pioneering aeronautical technology. The first prototype, Concorde 001, was rolled out in Toulouse, France, in 1967. A joint venture between British and French governments, these two nations now have 12 Concordes in service. By 1970, both Concorde 001 and 002 achieved Mach 2 speed for the first time. After about 2 hours, the Concorde prepares to return to New York. The four Rolls-Royce turbojet engines begin their startup. Each engine is capable of producing 38,000 pounds of thrust. The noise is deafening, causing most of the viewers to cover both ears. As the Concorde taxis the length of the runway, the crowd gathers along the perimeter to catch a last sight of this remarkable technology. As it begins its takeoff, the reheat or afterburners adds additional fuel to the engine exhaust gases, resulting in enhanced thrust. The massive surge of power brings the aircraft to a speed of 225 miles per hour in just less than 30 seconds. The Concorde's stylish visit to Kellogg Airport brings with it the new era in aviation training at Western Michigan University, and an impression that will last a lifetime for the thousands who saw her.